You know, I just expect to work hard and do everything I can to help this team win. I have a lot of experience playing overseas, and to me, that's an asset. Um, as far as legacy goes, I want to leave behind a highlight reel like Ticha Penicheiro. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you mentioned an incredible player who's had a legendary career. Have you had a chance to interact with them, and did they give you any meaningful advice?
Yeah. They came to a game and I met them after. I was a little starstruck, you know, growing up, wanting to be just like her, and then playing in the same league. It's just surreal. And she told me everybody's path to greatness is different and to just enjoy every step of the journey, and I'm doing just that.
That's great advice. On another note, you've taken a different route to the WNBA by playing and getting experience overseas. There's been a lot of hype about this draft class coming into the league. What are your thoughts about the other rookies, particularly Caitlin Clark?
I'm so thankful for the extra years of experience I've had overseas, but now I think it's time to show what I'm capable of in this league. Kind of like what Rebecca Gardner did her first season. I have so much respect for the other rookies, and I've watched them all play in college. Caitlin Clark, she's just on a whole other level, and I'm really looking forward to matching up with her, with Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, all of them.
So, coming from where you've come from, what are you looking forward to the most being in this city with this incredible fan base?
Wow. Well, I'm happy to be back home, playing in my own country. I didn't really care what city I ended up in. I just wanted the opportunity. And now that I'm here, I'm excited to make my debut and give this city what they've been missing.
For casual fans and fans just getting into women's basketball who might not be familiar with you yet, what do you want them to know about who you are as a player as well as an individual?
Even though this is my first time in the W, I've been a pro baller for a while now. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to introduce myself to a whole new set of fans. It's gonna take a lot of hard work and dedication, especially with so many talented rookies coming in, but I'm ready for the challenge.
Lastly, if you could describe the perfect outcome of the upcoming season, what would it be? And what are the odds of it coming true?
Perfect outcome, easy. Winning a championship. That's the pinnacle. I was brought here to help this team do exactly that. You know, I won't make any guarantees or anything, but I will say our odds are looking pretty good.
It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Las Vegas Aces. With Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
And it's the Aces to start out. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Lloyd with it. She's covered by Taurasi. And the... Basket by Lloyd.
Sometimes it looks like Lloyd can do anything she wants out there. She is such a tough cover.
And in 2023, A'ja Wilson won her second straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's D for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships. But A'ja led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
Now here is Lloyd. Gray right side. Pass to Wilson. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Here's Taurasi. Jackie Young the rebound.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Lloyd with it. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Copper.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Wing shot on the way. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Gray outside. To the paint. Shot from 6. And another miss by Las Vegas. Thompson. Gray defending. Back to Taurasi.
Thomas a screen.
From the arc. It's hauled in by the Aces.
Not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 of 4 early.
Out to Lloyd. Wilson outside. Pass to Young. Now Gray to the middle. Here's Wilson. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Few players better than Wilson inside, has a rare combo of touch and length, plus the desire to beat you.
When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi is the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
Here's Young. He can't hit that time.
Good D by Kalia Copper.
Pass to Thomas. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Keeps defenders uncomfortable, and I think it's because of Thomas's ability to play assertive but composed around the rim.
Now here's Gray. Parker Tyus with it. Now here's Wilson. Thomas with the steal. Pass to Taurasi. Inside. Chelsea Gray with some nice defense. Las Vegas trailing. Back to Lloyd. Gray. To the inside. Wilson. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going. Here's Gustafson. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Left side, Sabali. Mack, covered by Lloyd. Pass to Whitcomb. Gustafson with the rebound. And, Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010. Didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. But in the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Lloyd with it. Whitcomb covering. And it's Lloyd missing. Phoenix leading. Thompson. And again, Phoenix no good. Now the Aces with it. Three-pointer, Jackie Young drills the three-pointer.
Usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Quarter two, and we're about 2 minutes in. Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass.
The lead changes hands once more. There have been no separation between these teams tonight.
Yeah, and it's made for one heck of an entertaining game, even when it hasn't been the best basketball.
Yeah, at least it's been close.
Hits it from three-point range.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Thompson. Here's Mack, covered by Gustafson. From deep. Drills it from outside. And here's Evans. She's got 6. Young. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Give her credit. She was in perfect position to grab that rebound and get the putback.
Pass to Whitcomb. Sabali, covered by Gustafson. Now Taurasi. Takes the three. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
We're watching a pure shooter go to work. Taurasi simply has great mechanics on her jump shot.
Now here's Evans. There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. Mack grabs the miss. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Sabali, covered by Gustafson. Outside Whitcomb. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
It's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Basket counts.
Beautiful dish down low.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. On the wings, Satu Sabali. Down low. And out of bounds, the Aces will take it.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's the Aces with the ball. Pass to Wilson. Outside Lloyd. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's how you extend the lead. They have all the confidence in the world right now.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by Wilson. Inside. Thompson. He can't get that one. Jewel Lloyd with some nice D.
Not her best performance scoring the ball thus far.
Gray with it. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Aces on top, up 3. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been quite a game for Diana Taurasi.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Thompson. No good on the 3.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Pass to Gray. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Lloyd from long range. Brown grabs the board. Phoenix trailing here.
And back in 2021, Jewel Lloyd put up 22 points in a quarter, a WNBA record.
Yeah, she did it in September of that year against the Mercury. Then in 2023, Lloyd leading the WNBA at almost 25 points per game. So we're talking about maybe the best scorer in the league.
Now here's Gray. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Taurasi, covered by Lloyd, and the basket by Taurasi.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Wilson. Lloyd with it. Wilson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Lloyd. That's good. And so Asia Wilson with the assist.
And Lloyd is a proficient three-point shooter, which is probably why she takes these in bunches.
Timeout called the Mercury. And it's the Mercury with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Taurasi outside. No good with the triple.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
Gray outside. Here's Wilson. Goes up with it again. And it's good on the lay-in.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
Thompson, covered by Lloyd. Back to Taurasi. Fires the 3. Las Vegas grabs the miss. And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Wilson outside. Pass to Parker Tyus. 6 to shoot. Here's Gray. And again, it's Las Vegas.
The mechanics of Gray's jumper, when you break them down, are unshakable. The team's confidence in her abilities is well placed.
And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession. A kick out to Copper. To halt the run. Bangs home the trifecta.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Gray outside. Wilson outside. Now here's Young. D right on her. Clock at 6. Pass to Evans. And that's out of bounds. Las Vegas will retain possession. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the 3 ball is good.
This is who Gray is. A terrific shooter who seeks payback when you drain one on her squad.
Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. Do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
Now here's Young. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
I love that shot from Young. Make defenders worry about the entire floor, not just the paint and the threes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Here's Taurasi. She's got 13. Outside Whitcomb. To the paint. Here's Thomas. Count it from 12 feet. And it's the Aces with the ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Parker Tyus outside.
Here's Young. Doesn't go for her. Good D by Kalia Copper. There's the triple. Here's Thomas. He drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of her hand in time. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
And make sure they got it right before we go into the fourth quarter.
And, you know, they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever, so why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus providing the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Yeah, how about that? How far technology's come.
The third quarter comes to a close. Aces ahead, up 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments. The Aces leading. Outside Evans. Lloyd. Now here's Evans. She's covered by Copper. Second chance shot. Evans misses.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Pass to Whitcomb. Up top, Sabali. From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
Standing 6'4", Sabali has excellent floor vision, allowing her to easily spot a ready shooter.
Outside Lloyd. 14 feet out, and it falls all over the rim and in.
The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
Leah Copper from outside. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Screen by Gustafson. Fires it. Another miss by Jewel Lloyd.
You know, it might be a poor shooting performance for her, but luckily her teammates have picked up the slack.
Thompson.
Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Dawana Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
So she hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, 110, 115, you get up there. But you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events, and, of course, Aces season in full swing.
Pass to Taurasi. Diana Taurasi on the wing. 6 on the shot clock.
A rebound by Parker Tyus.
And it's the Aces with the ball. It's a 5-point game. And it's Lloyd missing. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Thompson. Gray defending. For 3, Diana Taurasi. The Mercury with another miss.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Lloyd from long range. Brown grabs the board.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Here's Young. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. It goes on Alyssa Thomas.
The foul drawn by Young, it's hard to keep her in front of you, and that opens up so much more of her game.
And she's good on the second. Timeout called the Mercury.
She's been aggressive in creating her own shot so far, but it hasn't been falling. Probably time for her to devote all that energy to getting others involved.
Phoenix trailing here. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. The three-pointer is on target.
A reliable player with ice in her veins. Taurasi will not be denied when her team needs her.
Here's Gray. Outside Young. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Great communication between teammates there.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Offensive rebound.
Thompson. And Jewel Lloyd pulls it down.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Gray. Releases from the wing and drills it. And so here's Phoenix, trailing here by 8. From 15 feet away, rebound by the Aces.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Outside Lloyd. Wilson the screen. To the middle. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. three, Diana Taurasi sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Killer instinct. I mean, Taurasi steps her game up in clutch situations. She wants to win at all costs.
And Chelsea Gray, here we go. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Alyssa Thomas. Taurasi outside. Nails it. And she has brought them within 2 points.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And the Mercury call time here.
They not only need to draw up a score here, but a quick one.
And once they get that quick strike, there has to be an immediate foul.
Yeah, Brian, they can't waste any time.
Pass to Taurasi. And here's Copper for 3. Asia Wilson grabs the board. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but, you know, they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority there.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts them up 5. Timeout called the Mercury.
Yeah, you're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling them to take the easy points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you could go for the steal for a second or 2, then foul.
Thompson. And again, Phoenix no good. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first. And that increases their lead to 6. And so she drops them both. And it's a 7-point ball game. So the Aces win it, and they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, there were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Atlanta Dream going up against the Phoenix Mercury. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
And we're just kicking off this season, so let me ask you two, what are you most excited about?
I love seeing how new players fit into their teams. Lots of interesting moves this offseason, but now we get to see how the pieces actually come together.
Yeah, and for me, it's all about the rookies. I mean, lately it seems like every draft class has been absolutely loaded, so it's fun to see how they adjust to the program.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown. They get the first bucket of the game there.
And this should be a good one, guys. Buckle up your seatbelts.
Outside Howard from the arc. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist.
Wow, Howard with the quick release.
Rossi outside. The three, and the Mercury another three.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
And looking at the Atlanta Dream, they haven't won a playoff series since 2018.
Yeah, Atlanta has struggled of late. But when you look at this current roster, they are very young and talented. Headlined by 2022 first overall pick, Ryan Howard.
Thompson. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
Right out of the gates, and they are locked and loaded. No misses and 3 scores early.
Outside Canada. Gray outside. The pick by Jones. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
And the basket by Taurasi.
There's so much creativity in Taurasi's game, and I've noticed that she's so good at finding different ways to work around contact.
Now here is Canada to halt the run, and the layup is good.
What a bad time for these defenders to just be standing around watching. I mean, not while the ball's in her hands.
Pass to Thomas. Shoots from 12, and the Mercury tack on 2 more.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Screen by Griner. For 3, Ryan Howard. Misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game. Here's Copper. Over Howard. Copper no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Now here is Canada. D right on her. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor.
And it's hard to overstate the defensive impact Jordan Canada has on the game.
No question. I mean, she is a multi-time steals leader. Canada is constantly putting pressure on ball handlers and anticipating plays because she's got excellent instincts.
Here's Copper. And again, Phoenix no good. The Dream trail. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Oliver, Robinson covering. Pass to Griner. Good, and Christy Tolliver gets the assist.
Yeah, seeing over defenders contributes to Griner's dominance down low. She's just lethal around the rim.
Now Copper. Now here's Brown. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, they've got themselves in front right now with some outstanding shooting right off the bat. You like to see that aggression early on.
It's been just an absolute clinic at that end of the floor. They're filling it up.
Now here's Tolliver. Gray in the post. She's covered by Copper. And it's Gray missing.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Copper outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
The three from Christy Tolliver. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Phoenix leading. Copper. She's guarded by Griner. Good.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
From deep, Alicia Gray. No good there. The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Mercury up 10. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And what do you guys think about the Mercury here in this one?
Good effort. Very tight defense from them through the first quarter.
Really a big part of why they are up right now. You know, their defense has been on point.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
Here's Mack.
Pass to Taurasi.
They grab their own miss.
From deep, Satu Sabali. And no good. Right side, Tolliver. Outside, Howard. With some arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the result.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Ryan Howard with another miss.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
They get it back. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. That one falls. A great assist by Satu Sabali.
A true sniper. Defenses should know that Whitcomb will be hunting for these looks.
For three, Ryan Howard. That's a bucket, her third of the game, and she shot the ball 7 times.
She's certainly heating up from outside, and that's now her third 3-ball for the game. Second this quarter. Watch out.
Now here's Whitcomb. Top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for her.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Pass to Hillman. Howard. Tolliver with the ball. Clock at 6. Here's Hillman.
Mack grabs the miss.
Outside Robinson. Now Taurasi, guarded by Howard. They set the pick. Here's Whitcomb. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Tolliver. Down low. Pass to Hillman.
Mack grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
I think they've been the more physical team, guys, and that's why they're ahead.
Usually the more physical, more aggressive team wins the game.
Now here's Whitcomb. She has 5. Here's Robinson. And the 3 off target. And so here's Atlanta. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Christy Tolliver attacking. Count it. Good.
Yeah, Tolliver works so cohesively with her squad. Comes off the pick clean and sends it in.
Taurasi outside. Robinson. Back to Taurasi. Over Howard. That misses off the backboard. And here the Dream. They trail by 7. Here's Walker Kimbrough. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Outside Robinson. Diana Taurasi on the wing. And again, Phoenix no good.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Kept alive. Second chance shot. Not gonna go that time. And here's Whitcomb. He has 5. To the middle. Sabali, defended by Coffey. Misses the baby hook. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Mercury. They lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. Well, Ryan Howard has her fingerprints all over this one.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
And one of the most amazing stories in all of sports is the fact that Diana Taurasi is still a top scorer and a top player.
I mean, she turns 42 this year. She went first overall back in 2004, back when Blake was in preschool. A lot of her teammates were in diapers back then. DT's commitment to the game is unmatched. It's just really special to get to watch her play still.
Diana Taurasi on the wing. Copper with the ball. Howard's there. And the basket by Copper.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. And she makes that one. Phoenix leading. Copper outside. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. And good that time.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Now here is Canada. Defense is right there. Griner up top, trying her luck from deep. Rebounded by Copper.
A good point there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards. Off to a hot start this half. That's 4 straight made buckets.
Now Canada. Pass to Griner. Howard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Fires from deep. Here's Brown. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Howard. And here is Gray. No good. Unable to end this run. And the foul called on Griner. That is her first foul of the game. And the Dream making a change here. trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Now here's Taurasi. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The Mercury with another miss.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Pass to Griner. Walker Kimbrough. Outside Howard. There's the three. Add another make to her scoring column. Her 5th basket of the game, now shooting 5 for 11. Outside Robinson. To the inside. Taurasi lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Defensively, they just don't seem to be giving the same effort they were in the first half of the game, and I'm disappointed.
Pass to Jones. To the paint. Howard. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. Robinson covering. Goes back up. Jones can't hit.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Taurasi outside. Shoots the three. Green with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Walker Kimbrough with it. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. That doesn't go either for Ryan Howard.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Left side, Robinson. Wide open. Can't hit that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Mercury, leading by 14. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Outside Canada. Floats one up. Sabally comes with the double team. And that one comes up a bit short. Thompson, guarded by Jones. Outside Whitcomb. Thompson. And the three ball is good.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing that.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Here's Tolliver, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about 1 minute into it. Thompson connects on the 17-footer.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Outside Tolliver. Pass to Hillman. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Jones, guarded by Sabally. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Tolliver. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
An assassin on the floor. Tolliver has great shot discipline. She picks her spots well.
And the Mercury call time here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Copper outside. Thompson, guarded by Canada. Thompson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
They're scoring much more efficiently in the second half and have pushed their shooting percentage over 50%.
And any team will take that. If you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting all the looks you want on offense, and they just have to play smart to keep this lead.
You always love it when you make more than you miss.
Now here's Gray. Back to Jones. Canada. Pass to Howard for three. Mercury with the rebound.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
Yep, that goes.
And that keeps her at 100% from the field this quarter.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Griner. Gray outside. Shoots over to Rossi. Gray, no good.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Now here's Copper. Lays out. Thompson. Guarded by Canada. Thompson drains the three-pointer.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Here's Canada. The pick by Jones. For three, Ryan Howard. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Thomas. And she can't bank that one in. And the Mercury with possession. A 21-point lead, the biggest in this game. Pass to Taurasi. Launches it. And the Mercury, another three.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
And here's Howard. Gray outside. Outside Howard. Shot clock at 6. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Rossi outside. Thompson. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Now here is Canada. Out to Howard. Pass to Gray. Jacks up a three. Brown grabs the board. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And that one good.
Yeah, it's Thomas's unselfishness that fuels her team. She helps them play an exciting style at the offensive end.
Here's Canada. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Brittany Griner has been dominating the paint her entire career. What was your mindset going into this game and matching up against her?
I knew it was going to be a tall task, literally. But I figured I can get some open looks away from the basket, create some space for myself. That's ultimately what I concentrated on, just using my strengths. And I was able to have some success with that, thankfully.
Did establishing yourself early make a difference?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Playing against someone as good as BG, it's so important to try and get yourself into a rhythm. And I was hesitant to take it inside, just to drive it to the rim, just because of how good she is at blocking shots. So I felt if I could sink a few jumpers early on, I could rely on that, and it worked out for me.
right, thank you.
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Las Vegas Aces. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
And with the season in its early stages here, teams are trying to gather momentum.
That's the goal right now. Don't dig a hole for yourself and just get into a position of confidence.
Yeah, as competitive as the WNBA is, success at this time of the year is so important.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Lloyd. Wilson. She's covered by Thomas. Wilson no good. And here the Mercury. It's a three-point game. Now here's Taurasi, covered by Lloyd. Taurasi can't get it to go. Right side Lloyd, and Taurasi with the block.
Great display of timing and athleticism from Taurasi. That'll pump up the entire team.
Thompson, covered by Lloyd. Pass to Brown. From downtown. Kept alive. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. It goes on Asia Wilson.
With a willingness to bang and bump down low, Brown is sometimes impossible to contain.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those 2 titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023. The first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
Woo! He decided to go old school with the finger roll.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Thomas. And Wilson gets it to go.
Big basket there. The 5th time's the charm, am I right?
Taurasi outside. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Young shot's good.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
Goes up on the baseline. Taurasi, covered by Lloyd. Pass to Brown. Yes, and a nice assist from Diana Taurasi.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Gray outside. Now here's Parker Tyus. She gets it in there.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Phoenix leading. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Parker Tyus. To the middle. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
For 3. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
And for the #1 pick in the 2015 WNBA draft, it's safe to say that Jewell Loyd has lived up to the hype.
Loyd has been a steady, reliable scorer ever since she was selected with the top pick. Now in her 30s, she continues to be a key cog in this team's offense.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Timeout called the Aces. So both teams changing it up here. Jacks up a three, drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little trigger happy with their three-pointers. That's something that'll make any coach a little bit upset.
Yeah, just passing them up here in the second.
Diana Taurasi on the wing. And the Mercury, another three.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Evans. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
You have to respect how Dana Evans can rise to the challenge. It seems like the more her team asks of her, the better Dana performs.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Brian, her numbers may not pop out at you, but Dana Evans is a steadying presence at the point.
Absolutely. She makes good decisions. She excels at the pick and roll. She's got a reliable floater, and she plays aggressive on-ball defense.
Now here's Taurasi. 6 points for her. Lets the three fly. They get the rebound. Gray outside. And they convert at last on attempt #3.
These are the shots the coaching staff loves Gray taking. And you can see why with these results.
Over to the left wing. Thompson. Offline with the three. The Aces leading. Pass to Evans. Beyond the arc. Good. And the assist goes to Ariel Powers.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Gray outside. Outside Evans. Powers. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Pass to Taurasi. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, they're hitting the long-range shots that they missed earlier in the first, but still find themselves trailing here.
And the Aces with possession. Outside Evans. Gustafson. Mack grabs the miss.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware, and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And fun fact here, Brian, Ariel Powers is a gamer both on and off the court. Shout out to all our gamers out there.
Oh, yeah, and a serious one, too. Whether it's with a basketball or a mouse and a keyboard, she is a competitor. I wouldn't take her lightly in either arena.
Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They double her with Copper. Pass to Loyd. Lots of room. That's good on the jumper.
That's what makes Lloyd so dangerous. She scores everywhere on the floor, even places like the mid-range.
Thompson, guarded by Young. Basket counts. And here's Lloyd. Pass to Wilson. Young. Here's Gustafson. From outside, off the mark. Thomas outside. Copper. Takes the three. Wilson pulls it down.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Powers. Young. Back to Powers. Pass to Lloyd. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
There's a screen. Thomas with the ball. Now Young defending. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Outside Lloyd. Young with it. Another three for Las Vegas.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Thompson. And again, Phoenix no good.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
And the Mercury making a change here. Outside Lloyd. Clock at 6. Parker Tyus up top. Brown grabs the board.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Aces on top, up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. And it's the Aces with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Wilson. That shot off the mark. Good D from Kalani Brown. Thompson. Chelsea Gray with some nice defense. Pass to Young. Launches it. She can't get that one. Phoenix trailing here. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Off the mark there with the three. And the Aces with possession. And here's Gray. She's covered by Taurasi. Back to Lloyd. Shoots the three. And another miss by Las Vegas.
They start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Jewel Lloyd, what a fantastic player. So consistent over the years.
Well, she started off strong. The #1 overall pick in 2015. WNBA Rookie of the Year. And she's only gotten better from there.
And another miss by Las Vegas. Thompson. The Mercury with another miss. Now the Aces with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Fires from the line. Here's Wilson. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for her tonight. And that one misses.
When you think about dominant players in the league, A'ja Wilson right now is the first person that comes to mind.
Well, her game really speaks for itself, doesn't it? And then you factor in all the awards, all the accomplishments, and like you said, she has to be at the top of your list.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second miss.
And we've talked about this. One of the major challenges in the W is travel.
Well, you know, you look at just the geography of the league. Most of the teams are on the West Coast or on the East Coast. You end up with really long flights to play those interconference games.
And it just tells you that resting between games is so important. Diet, sleep, taking care of your body is crucial.
And so here's Phoenix. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Taurasi. Three-pointer. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
And it looks like she still has some of the shooting touch that she did in the first.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Gray outside.
Parker Tyus.
Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Pays great attention to detail. Gray is alert and constantly looking for open teammates.
Pass to Copper. From outside the arc.
They grab their own miss.
Now Taurasi. And the three off target. And stolen by Brown. Thompson. Guarded by Young. Thompson. Las Vegas grabs the miss. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Lloyd from long range.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
With a beautiful outside stroke, Taurasi strikes fear in the eyes of her opponents.
Pass to Lloyd. The tray. Drills it from outside.
A good look there, and she didn't waste it. Her second three of the game.
Thompson, guarded by Young. Taurasi outside. Brown to the inside. Young with the steal. Wilson with it. Thomas on her. Wilson in the post. She's covered by Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Up top, Young. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Timeout called the Mercury.
And the basket by Mack.
Good possession resulting in the easy one down low.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Mack grabs the miss.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
With 1 on the clock. Unable to get that one to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Aces on top. They lead. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Copper outside. Whitcomb. Pass to Mack. To the paint. Stolen by Powers. Now Lloyd. The three. He can't hit that time.
Well, despite her ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play opportunity. One free throw coming up. And the free throw, no good. The Aces with the lead. Jewel Lloyd with room to shoot. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Decisive. It's a quality for any good shooter. Lloyd has it. Just get the ball, fire away.
Down low. Outside Whitcomb. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Thompson. And Powers pulls it down.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Back to Evans. Let's go with a three. And the three ball is good.
Oh, straight up, the defense, they cannot let Evans get breathing room. But this is going to happen from deep.
Thompson. Rebound by the Aces. 17 points was their biggest margin.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Three-pointer, Jackie Young. Another three for Las Vegas.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Pass to Evans. There's the three. Mack grabs the miss. Thompson, covered by Gustafson. Here's Mack. And Evans picks up the foul. That's her first foul. On defense, the Aces. A 17-point lead, and it's their biggest.
Wow, this quarter has been ugly for her.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. Her touch is all but gone.
You know, that's a quality look right there. Just a little off with her release.
Yeah, and that has her shaking her head. I mean, no way around it. That's a tough miss.
And that one drops for her. Now the Aces with it. Here's Young. Pass to Lloyd. Takes the three. And another miss by Las Vegas. Now Brown. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. On the wing, Kalia Copper. The three-pointer is on target.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Now here is Lloyd. The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from her. She's been passing up on her shot a little bit more than usual. You know, even though she is hitting the ones that she takes.
And the Mercury making a change here. Rossi with it. Launches a three. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Good on the three-point shot.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Thompson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Gray. Puts up a three. It's good from long range.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, you know, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Outside Evans. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Mercury with the rebound. Thompson. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And here's Powers. Outside Evans. From the arc. Good. And the assist goes to Ariel Powers.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Corner shot. And Powers pulls it down. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go.